Kylian Mbappe is a player who can fill the hole left by Cristiano Ronaldo and Leo Messi for a long time, and we will follow his rivalry with Haaland with bated breath for years to come. Even though he is only 25 years old, he has won almost everything in football. And in today's video, I will discuss 10 things you probably don't know about Mbappe. And if you watch the video to the end, you will learn a secret fact. You will find out how Mbappe survived the shark attack. Take a look at this photo. Everyone probably recognizes this. As you can see, he was a fan of Cristiano Ronaldo from an early age. His father said that Mbappe would sit in front of the computer and watch the Portuguese's best moves for hours because he wanted to literally be like him. Growing up, he was a Real Madrid fan, and he still shows support for his idol. After the Moroccan national team defeated Portugal, Ronaldo thanked the fans for their support on his Instagram, and Mbappe commented on this photo, clearly showing that for him the GOAT has always been Cristiano Ronaldo. Who knows, maybe the Frenchman will step into his shoes. Each of us probably knows Usain Bolt, who was officially considered the fastest man in the world. And maybe Mbappe would not have beaten him in the 100-meter race, but he achieved greater speed than Bolt, which was measured when setting the world record. During this test, Bolt's fastest speed was 37.5 kilometers per hour, and Mbappe in the match against the team from Lyon accelerated as much as 38 kilometers per hour, which shows how much nature has gifted the Frenchman. Of course, he also had to put in a lot of hard work, but genes also play a significant role. And Mbappe has amazing skills, mainly thanks to his parents. His mother, Faiza Lamari, is a former professional handball player. His father played for the local team AS Bondi, which was also his son's first team, and his adopted brother Jairus Kembo Akoko is also a professional footballer who played for Rennes and ended his professional career in 2019 in Turkish Bursaspor. Let's not forget about his younger brother Ethan, who follows in his brother's footsteps and, even though he is only 17, plays in the U21 team of the Parisian club. As you can see, sport has always been in Kylian's life. After winning the 2018 World Championships, he received almost 500,000 euros from the association, which, like most players, he could have spent on new cars, houses, clothes, or other whims. Mbappe donated the entire amount to the Premier Decorde Charity Foundation, which deals with aid for children with disabilities. Mbappe might not have won the 500,000 euros at all. And the point here is not that he could have lost to Croatia in the final, but Mbappe may have never played for the French national team. Even though he grew up in one of the worst districts of Paris Bondy, where he started his adventure with football as a child, his roots go back to Africa because that's where his parents come from. Young Kylian had a choice because he could play for the Algeria or Cameroon national team, but the French quickly recognized the talent of Mbappe, who later played for the prestigious Clairefontaine Academy, and later won the European Championship with the U19 team. And as you know, 2 years later, with France won the World Championship. The PSG player is really very involved in the charity foundation, but not only that, because in 2021 he became the godfather of two pandas. His godchildren's names are Yuan Dudu and Juan Lily, and Mbappe's role is very simple. Thanks to its image, it is intended to build awareness among people that there are only 2,000 of these wild animals left in the world. Mbappe himself said that it was an honor for him to be the one to build awareness among people. If you have been thinking about the worst managed club in recent months, you probably think of Chelsea, which is probably the biggest joke in football at the moment. The project was carried out very chaotically and without much idea. Even though the management changed, it made a huge mistake in 2012. The English team rejected 13-year-old Mbappe because, according to them, he was a weak defender. But after a few months, they recognized his talent and sent him a t-shirt with his name on it and invited him to another test to analyze his defensive game more closely. And this is where his mother stepped in. She said that her son would not go anywhere because the club from the capital of England missed its chance, and the train with the Mbappe name had already left. Additionally, she said that in a few years, they would have to pay 50 million euros for her son. And she was right, because Mbappe moved from Monaco to PSG for almost 170 million euros. He joined the Monaco Academy at the age of 14 and broke into the first team quite quickly, making his debut in it at the age of 16, breaking the record held by the star, to whom he was later constantly compared, Thierry Henry. A year later, while playing in Monaco, he became the youngest goal scorer in the history of the club, and his career began to gain a very fast pace, and the whole world heard about the talent of the young Frenchman, and the pressure and comparisons to the French legend were getting greater. But as you can see, just like LeBron James, the hype didn't bring him anything special, but it motivated him to work even harder. One of the strangest situations in his life was caused by Paul Pogba, because the Juventus player who hired a shaman to put a curse on the young Frenchman. Paul Pogba's brother told all this, but the Juventus player did not hesitate to defend himself and immediately said that he had actually paid the shaman, but not to put a curse on Kylian Mbappe, but to make him less prone to injuries. But as you know, even no shaman will help Pogba. Every athlete has some scandals, including those off the field. Mbappe dated INES, who used to be a man. In 2021, he took her on a private yacht and maintained a quite close relationship with her. People on the internet literally ridiculed Kylian, but was it right? These are his choices, but I know that Mbappe can really have any girl he dreams of. Apparently, he dreamed of INES, and to this day, he has beaten quite a lot for this dream. Have you ever wondered where his iconic celebration in which he hides his hands under his arm comes from? Mbappe, like every young man, loves playing on the console, and he has been playing FIFA since childhood and has stuck with it ever since. And I don't think there is a better feeling than playing FIFA with himself. And in 2021, he became the face of this game for the first time. And as you know, he has been on the cover of this game for the last 3 years. And his celebration is stolen from his younger brother Ethan, who crossed his arms and rejoiced after scoring a goal. Kylian has been doing this celebration for his brother ever since. It must be admitted that this is a really nice gesture on his part. It's time for a secret fact. Not many people know this, but in 2008, Mbappe was invited to test at FC Barcelona. After a full day of training, Mbappe and his father went to the beach. What they didn't know was that the beach in Barcelona was not a safe place that summer. There was a shark swimming in the bay that mistakenly entered Spain. When little Kylian was playing in the water, a large fin began to approach him. Fortunately, a lifeguard saw it and knew the shark was coming. At the last moment, Mbappe was saved, and fortunately, no one was hurt. Mbappe is a truly amazing player. It seems that he is on his way to winning the Ballon d'Or he covets. That's it for this video. I hope you liked it. Leave a thumbs up and subscribe, and let us know who you would like to see in the next video.